Hello, my name is Shuttley, and welcome back for another episode of Colombian Space Initiative in Supreme Ruler Ultimate. And in previous episode we did advance a paper in, well, at least a little bit in India. We kind of brought you up to what I've been doing recently in this. But now, apparently Great Britain and Germany have decided that war is not something that they need to be doing anymore. Let's see, are you willing to... No, you don't want to take a peace deal. What about Germany? Because I honestly don't have interest trying to fight Germany anymore, but they do not want to take that. Unless, is there... let's first zoom in a little bit closer so the game is not laggy. Right, how much? Still fighting China, aren't you? Let's say if I gave you, I don't know, 100,000 tons? Nope. Okay, no, I don't think I can get a truce with them. Which is a bit unfortunate. And Great Britain is probably the same, so that's the only two nations that I'm fighting. Well, technically they're colonies as well. Especially for Great Britain, they are numerous and, well, I would like to say belligerent, but I'm not entirely sure that they are. At least more than in name only. We'll go across there. You know what, actually, you'll go and clean up that. You can go clean up the city instead. And you can go over there. Is that... Oh, we did get another research lab here. Right. Right. We're still having a bit of a problem with the money. Losing quite steadily. I mean, the production cost... Well, actually, it's not really the production cost. Treasury seems to be... the construction cost is actually massive right now. It's over $1 billion per day. Okay, well, I'm sure that once that's done... Oh, we got the laser gyro stabilizers. We've got the 2 unit designs. Let's have a look. So we should have unlocked the modern tank tech. Which I wonder, USA probably doesn't have it. That's pretty safe assumption. Massive armor protection. What are you? 300 million? I'll take it. Right, well, let's start researching the modern tank tech. And that's still not going to unlock any tanks for us, unfortunately. Alert level reduced. Oh. It might be good. Oh, actually, yeah, they lost quite a significant ceasefire, so I suppose that might help with the situation in the world. Blockade over here has still been very successful. Well, for the most part, anyway. Switch these around. We should have still... Yeah, we've got quite a few submarines down here still. I'm starting to build up an army, to a degree at least, in Europe, so that eventually I might be able to do a landing in Great Britain if need be. But we've got 350 million from USA, what else could we sell? You know what, let's just put in everything in there. How much are you willing to give me? 2 billion, I'll take it. The USA doesn't like us anymore by the looks of it. We are still improving relations with them, but they might be trying to... Do they have a justification against us? Looks like they might be building one. Okay. That's a bit of a nuisance. Although we have been conquering a lot, so it might be just natural. Only to return to that eventually, or after a month or so, to check if that's gone up or down. Oh, you go to Bokaro? Where's the... Oh. Okay, why are you attacking alone there? Is that's probably just AI, being AI. So you're going around there. Please capture this so you can get Katiri. You to clean up a little bit to your right flank there. Lost yet another unit. Of course we did. Okay, we may need to lower the price that we sell oil at. Although we don't have a massive stockpile. Of course, since the AI is controlling everything on the top row except uranium. Speaking of which, I suppose I could sell some of that. Not that it's going to give a massive amount of money, but just to get rid of some of the stockpiles, because we are still buying that from some of our colonies. Actually, it's mostly France, I believe, that we're buying it from. Belgium has some troops there, that's good. Now, where are these going? It's going around to Africa. No? Oh yeah, you are. Going to Algiers. Speaking of Algiers, damn, we've gotten a bit of territory there. There seems to be some enemies around, but like there's probably the number of supplies here is probably 0 or less, if it's possible. Certainly having some massive problems with our income, though. Okay, well let's figure this out. Research is a massive expenditure. The problem is if I disable the you know what, I'm just gonna lower the efficiency down to 50% or something like that. Get it slightly. I'm trying to get it on an even number, but it's very difficult on this. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it does lower down our research, I know that much. It's not immediate slowing down though, but it should stop us spending quite as much money there. And then it gives us maybe slightly better chance of meeting the export requirements, so to speak, for the money. Of course, then once we're done with the building of stuff, there's still 800 million. Which, frankly, is going to take some time. Wait, no, oh right, 800 million was the construction. For some reason my brain just thought I was talking about the deficit, or difference in here with the difference from the income expenses and then the trades, but yeah, no, that's something quite different. Still quite massive amount though. Are we having a problem with the... Yeah, it's probably just money. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna lower the capacity of you to be, I don't know, 50% right now. Output will go down, so will the sales, so that's going to be a bit of a double-edged sword. But that should lower the expenses such a way that we'll perhaps have a possibility of balancing the book, so to speak. I mean, we can make a lot of money with consumer goods and industrial goods and all that. So it's not all bad. Oh, we actually had a bit of lack of industrial goods by the looks of it. Okay, no, we actually lost even more money because of we're not selling any of this. Did we? At least we got that. Alright then, let's sell most of our industrial or military goods. We still have a massive income with those anyway. Was a green barrier in... Ooh, okay. That's not good. Lost another unit. So you can probably get across there somewhere. Capture that. There's another industrial facility that I could go and capture with the army here, and then the army in the south can slowly keep circling around. There we go, at least selling the... Oh, agriculture prices are too high. I don't currently care. Okay, so we are still supporting USA. Let's have a look. We've gone forward a few days. Have they started... No, it's actually going down, the war justification, so that's good. I wonder, there's actually some research that we could probably sell. Speaking of which, I think we will... Okay, 1.2 billion. We have... No, actually we don't have anything new there. Is there anything new in artillery? Doesn't look like it. Air defense, there's a few things that we could get, but they don't have massive or particularly good ranges, and they can only fire targets that are basically going low. So that does include even the medium flying targets if they're trying to attack something. Otherwise, no. Is everything going down to Africa? Yeah. No, we don't really need more troops in Africa, quite frankly. This is Northern Europe. Medium. Is this considered Western Europe? That medium priority over there. We gained some money from that. Let's have a look at the income discrepancy. Okay. I mean, that does also mean that our taxes will go down. We'll lower the spending a tiny bit overall, and then I'm going to increase the taxes to 70%. It's not necessarily a good idea, because that does mean that your people are spending less. And therefore your income over there will drop. It should be on full capacity, it's just, oh, it's not getting the industrial goods that it needs. Alright then, oh, construction is taking 31,000. That is a little bit. Now I suppose we are building a lot of the factories. Including one over there, then there's the advanced stuff over there that we're making. Do we have? We've got plenty of power still in production, so I'm just going to scrap some of these. Especially since we're producing a bit less of military goods. That means that we don't need quite as much power. Okay, we've got 2 more unit designs to ship, to be precise. Okay, so yeah, you're still lacking industrial goods. We're still selling pretty high domestic price. But that's good. I reckon they might actually be... USA is exporting quite a bit of consumer goods. It'll take some time for that to be completed. And that one, okay, still 2 more unit designs completed. Efficiency is dropping. I know that the resource efficiency spending does go to some degree into the population if they can buy things, and that way you can get the production income, which has dropped. That's another tank. Now, how much are we spending in military? A decent bit. Some training. I suppose I can actually lower that to the 405 that it's suggesting. How mass? Okay, yeah, we do have over 700 million as a population. Partially because we've got Germany and quite large chunks of Russia. We've got large chunks of India. So I really shouldn't be surprised by that. Now, let's just keep on going along here, so that we can perhaps eventually annex, or rather puppet, India. That would be helpful. Okay, so the deficit is going down a little bit. And unit design completed. Alright then. But our total revenue is also going down, which is necessarily great, but inflation has gone down, unemployment is going up, which does mean that the production costs will slightly go down at least. Not necessarily across the board, but in certain locations it might. You know what, I think I can unlock uranium as well. Let the AI sell all of that if it wants to. Metal ore. Also, how's the taxation is currently 70%. We haven't locked the taxation. I might actually do that. So the overall spending is only 2.5 billion now. Interesting. There's still 900 million per day deficit. That's not good. Right, I suppose there might still be quite an... Well, China is importing a lot. Actually, no, I think most of this is going to the international markets that we're selling. Or like the global markets. I don't think there's necessarily a massive demand for it. Okay, now we at least have a lot of industrial goods, and industrial goods actually do have pretty good profit margin. We lost a garrison. Where is this? Ah, back here. Alright, I mean, I suppose we've captured part of the oil fields here, so that's good. Have we got any more places over here that would be easy to capture with these two? Not necessarily. Have the reinforcements arrived yet? No, they're getting closer. But then they'll probably be following the coastline here, which is going to be time consuming. So Tunis is independent, our troops are supposed to get away from there. But yeah, so far so good. Other than the military or the economic problems that we kind of have. Right, I've still got 20 extra research labs. That is a fair few. I don't suppose we have... Ooh, hold on, there's a new... No, there's actually... Oh no, this Hummingbird is technically a new one. Ren requires a modern aircraft. Speaking of which, how far are we researching that up? Okay, it's gonna take years. Never mind. Oh, we're actually gaining money now. Good. It takes a while for all the things to kind of even out, so that really helps out now. Okay, let's see. Treasury was still... Oh, the construction costs haven't gone down, haven't they? But that was the military goods factory. Yeah, that's been completed now. We'll send the engineers over to where the consumer goods are being produced. So that should help. Yeah, slowly but surely we will be upgrading pretty much everything that we can. Is there actually a advanced timber mill? No, there's only timber mill. That's a bit of a shame. At the same time, the demand for timber has gone down a little bit. Of course, the domestic price is a bit... well, high, I suppose I could say. That's interesting pathing. Going around there, then through there. I mean, you could have just taken the right there. But oh well. Right, so this extra construction cost will be a thing probably, so I'll just sell the 50,000. Oh, we lost another unit. That's a bit unfortunate. Now, is there anything else that we have in massive numbers? I mean, food, technically. Or agriculture. Design completed. Right, a new transport. Lost another green beret. Is this... No, this is not in India, it's in Perm. As they say, death is permanent. Okay, well... Have we gotten... I suppose we have gotten almost to the Urals now, so yeah, the advance has been going quite nicely there. We seem to have lost a bit of territory down here. Oh, did we ever even capture that? I'm not entirely sure. I think we did. Maybe we didn't. Now, we are getting some more troops around here, but we haven't actually built any yet. Game does advance rather slowly at this stage. On the other hand, we are also on the normal speed, so that does have an effect for sure. Oh, okay. The champion is beating our champion. Well, it's technically not a champion. Okay, another patrol boat in 2 days, then in 4 days. This got munitions, which is actually going to increase the artillery range again by 10%. So it might not be enough to increase the range to yet another hex for all of them, but it might be enough for some. Oh, that tank is pretty much dead. Unfortunate. Let's keep on advancing in India in the meanwhile. Right, where's the... Oh, right, here's the army. You go over there. Oh, and... Australia declared war on Polynesia. Oh my. Oh my. So Britain, would you like... Oh, I've actually surpassed you in Miltech now. Good. And actually, and a lot of other things. Well, some other things. I'm pretty sure that they are much further in here. I mean, we still only have the two. We got the nanodiagnostics and nutritional dietary replacements. I think... No, we're not getting... Are we getting anything that is going to increase that? There's cyborgs, that's military efficiency, but that's... Oh, right, that's a patrol boat. Dark matter laws and principles, that's not a direct thing. Processing DNA microchips. Modern tank self-healing armor. That's military design, antimatter power generation. Artificial life, super carriers, and modern aircraft. So none of these that we are currently researching is helping directly, but I'm sure that there are at least some that are the... Well, it will eventually lead to it, but it'll take some serious amount of time before we'll get them. Right, so that was completed on 10th of July, so rather recently. Over here, I'm pretty sure that the construction costs have now increased quite significantly again. Well, a little bit. What about the industrial goods demand for construction? Well, yeah, that's 9,000 tons per day. Still losing a few $100 per day. I'm kind of wondering... So the taxes are very high. I'd like to lower that at some point, and the approval rating is 16.3. That's not good. On the other hand, our military still likes us, so we don't need to worry about the approval rating too much. In fact, technically we could just lower a lot of the subsidies entirely. I'll take them away entirely. A lot of culture a little bit. Now this does mean that there's going to be more unemployment as well. Which is something to keep in mind. Also, the taxes are already rather high. I'd rather not lower either one of these, quite frankly, right now, but... Because we are less than 2.5 billion per day in usage. And the deficit isn't actually that massive. I wonder, is it actually... Let's have a look. Is the production cost going down or up? It's going down. Okay. But that's actually, in the long run, it's going to lower the expenditures massively. That's partially because the inflation is going down, unemployment is going up, so the production cost is going to be less because, you know, people want to get a job, so they're willing to pay for, or willing to work for a bit less. I lost another unit down there. You know what? Why don't you guys just go ahead and get rid of those units over there. Oddly enough, they are out of supplies, but they still were able to... Well, they were able to fire a few times. Sending the Stormer as well. Although there's no real way to tell the Stormers and the IF2s apart. The exact same model. What's another unit? Of course we did. Oh, right. It probably doesn't factor in the resources that I'm getting from my colonies, does it? Also, I've been giving Spain a little bit of industrial goods for, like, I did the deal for 90 days. I actually wonder, what do we have right now? We've still got almost 60 days remaining. So 5,000 tons per day. I wonder what they're doing with it. Or is it just being sent back to me directly? Wouldn't surprise me, quite frankly. You know what? Why don't we give it a test? I'm gonna build... One thing I'm wondering is, I can set these to be built in here. I won't be paying the cost myself, I don't think. So if we give that to them, they'll be able to do the Advanced Industrial Goods Factory. Or they'll have to do the actual building. And they'll pay the cost and all that. That's actually going to be interesting to see how well that works. I mean, it should improve their economy, that's for sure. Again, actually, might be best to check first what are the resources that they really need. Well, industrial goods seems to be one of the things that they certainly need. Seems to be a lot of unmet demand, but yeah, if they get that completed, then that should be rather good. Mainly to give them the industrial goods for a bit longer period of time, but I think that is a worthy endeavour. Let's get you to Busty. Do we have any more troops here? We do have a little bit. I suppose I can send you down this way. You can get to the city over there. Eventually we'll have to clear a lot of these pockets that I've left. You know, just slowly but surely advancing through here, but it's very time consuming. So I'll probably do a lot of this off camera. And speaking of off camera, we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.